billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students of class 10th. I welcome you in my lecture number 14 of unit number 1. In my lecture number 13, dear students, I taught you that what a clause is, right? And how many categories are there? There are two categories of clause, that is dependent and independent, and clause is the group of words which gives us meaning and contains subject and verb. Alright, now here the topic is noun clause, and this topic is there for your exercise E on page number 9. So before doing that exercise, let me give you the definition of noun clause, that what a noun clause is. It is such a group of words which contains subject and verb and functions as a noun in a sentence, or that noun sometimes can be a pronoun, right? And this clause is dependent clause. Noun clause is always a dependent clause, right? And it is noun clause because it contains a noun or pronoun. Like in noun clause, you will see either noun will be there or pronoun will be there. All right, now see the example. For example, she decided that she would become a teacher. She is a subject here. I have written there she subject. Decided, that is a verb. So this is a clause. According to the definition of clause, it contains subject and verb and gives complete meaning. So she decided, that is a complete clause, that is independent clause. Subject and verb. That she would become a teacher. This part is also having a subject and would become, that is a verb, right? But it starts with conjunction that. So this clause which starts with conjunction, that is noun clause in this sentence. One point. And second point is that your first clause, she decided, and if I say what did she decide, reply of that what will be that she would become a teacher. This is the reply of what? So this is functioning as a noun. Like she decided something, and that something is that she would become a teacher. That complete thought is a reply for what? Okay, what did she decide? She decided that she would become a teacher. Starting with conjunction, containing subject, containing verb, containing noun. So this is called a noun clause, and this noun clause is the reply of what? Clear? Okay. This whole part is functioning as noun. She decided what she decided. She decided that she would become a teacher. This whole clause is called, it is the reply of, if I make a question, what did she decide? This is the reply of that what. She decided something. What did she decide? And that something is that she would become a teacher. So that's why this clause is functioning this clause is functioning as noun. So this is called a noun clause. Clause because subject and verbs are there. Simple. Okay. Independent clause, she decided, and dependent clause. This dependent clause is called noun clause. Okay. Now see next example here on this page. She understood whatever I told her. She understood, she subject, understood verb. This is subject, this is verb, this is making a clause. And this clause is giving us complete meaning. That's why this is independent clause. Which clause? Independent clause. Okay. Whatever I told her. Again subject is there, verb is there. But whatever I told her, this is not giving us a complete thought, complete idea, because it is depending on this and this dependent clause. This is dependent clause. This dependent clause is called a noun clause. Because now let's make a question. She understood. What did she understand? What did she understand? The reply of that what is whatever I told her. This part is functioning as a noun in this sentence. She understood something, and that something is whatever I told her. So this whole clause is functioning as noun. containing subject and verb. That's why this is not only noun, this is a noun phrase, dependent clause, noun phrase. Clear? Sorry, noun clause. Dependent clause, noun clause, because it is containing subject and verb. Okay, dependent because starting with conjunction and does not clear the complete idea and thought. That's why this is dependent clause. This dependent clause is called noun clause because this is the reply of what. If I say, what did she understand? She understood whatever I told her. For what? For this question, what? This is the reply. So this reply is dependent clause which functioning as noun clause in this sentence. Okay. What you have said makes her sad. This part starting with conjunction, this part is called a noun clause because this is dependent part, and I told you noun clause is always dependent part. This is depending on this. That's why this is called noun clause, and noun clause is dependent clause, right? Next example, Jamal asked me where his wallet was. Jamal asked me where his wallet was. Jamal, subject, asked, verb, me, object. This is complete thought. So this is independent clause. Where his wallet was, where, conjunction, his wallet was, this is subject and this is verb. Conjunction, subject and verb, it ends on verb. This is not giving us complete idea or complete thought alone. It requires this. So that's why this is dependent clause, and this dependent clause is called noun clause. Now make a question. Jamal asked me. What did Jamal ask me? For that, what? Reply will be where his wallet was. So that's why this is noun clause, because this part, this clause is functioning as noun in this whole sentence. And this is not single noun, but this is noun clause because subject is there and verb is there. And the arrangement of word is that conjunction, then subject and then verb. Clear? Okay. Next is, I couldn't tell him where I was. I couldn't tell him. I is subject, couldn't tell, that is phrasal, this is a word phrase, right? Him, that is object. This is a complete sentence, complete clause. So this is called independent clause. Where I was, this is conjunction, this is subject, this is verb. Conjunction, subject, verb, this is the arrangement of the sentence, conjunction, subject and verb. This where, this I and this was is called noun clause.